The stock market sucks! Welcome back to the program, y'all. Let's let the song kick in. Have a cup of coffee. Because this one's going out to everybody trading this market right now. Come on. Road to Nowhere, if you can't hear it in the background. I'm not going to lower it, so I'm going to talk over the music for a while. Welcome back to my world, and today the question is, what the fuck? What does it take for you guys to realize you've got a shitty stock on your hands? Are you that clouded by the fact that you just don't want to take a loss? Are you bent on the fact that you think your stock, your 100 shares, is being manipulated by market makers or the powers that be? They want you out of your 100 shares or your $3,000 worth of stock. That makes the world go round. You think you're so special that people are trying to influence your position down so you sell it. You don't want to be the weak hand. You don't want to be manipulated. You're going to show what that stock's all about. You're going to show the stock who's boss, right? Now, I want to talk about a stock that I thought was going to be a wonderful stock in 2014, especially the way it was going gangbusters in November and December. We're talking about GoGo again, and this is the last time we're going to talk about the stock, but probably not. I shouldn't use the words every, never, or always in this environment, because just like GoGo proved to us, there's got to be an out. There's got to be a point where you say, I'm never selling the stock to I'm never buying this stock ever again. Let me ask you a question. What does it take for you to realize that your stock sucks? Is it breaking below the price you bought it after being profitable? Is it that they report a bad report? Analyst downgrades. Again, we don't have to care about analysts because they're not your friends. Remember, analysts are only working for their own clients, not you. If they upgrade a stock you happen to be in, you're just lucky, okay? Get real. But what does it take? How about technical analysis? And you see a stock that continuously leads the charge. When the market's green, your stock's red. Number one sign. When the market's going down, your stock's going down worse. When the stock tries to rebound, it's very muted on very low volume, and the next day it follows through to the downside. What does it take to convince you that the story, Wi-Fi in the airplanes, just might not be what we thought it was cracked up to be? And yeah, the stock had a really great run from 13 bucks to 35, but to come all the way back. Now, let me tell you about where my switch was. Now, I sold most of it in the 30s and 28 and change, but the last little bit, I still have a little bit because I'm going down with the last 100 shares. It doesn't matter if it goes to zero anymore. I'm still going to be net profitable on the position. You're asking, why am I not selling this last 100 shares? Because who gives a shit at this point, right? That might be what you're thinking. But if that 100 shares is your only 100 shares, what are you thinking? If you made 20 grand trading GoGo and you've got 1,000 shares left from $16 a share, who cares if it goes to zero? You know what it is? Like comedians. If you're a Jewish comedian, you could rip into the Jews without any consequences. I'm Jewish. I can make fun of all of you kike fuckers, right? Was kike the right word? No, I don't even know. I don't even know any Jewish. You, whatever. Or if you're black, you could tell N-word jokes. I won't even dare say it right now, the N-word. Ooh, everyone's so sensitive. If you're Italian, you can make fun of the wops. Great that we could call you fucking Jew, you stupid wop, you Mick bastard. But say the N-word and you're going to freaking prison, you're selling your goddamn basketball team, and you're not allowed. Again, there's a thin line. You know, I'm a big fan of not being a racist, and I'm also a big fan of holding grudges. I don't like German people because of the Holocaust. Still to this day. That's right. I don't like Germans because somewhere their grandfather chased my grandmother through the forest trying to kill my grandparents. So fuck the Germans. All right, but we're getting off track involving the stock market. I don't even know where I just went. Oh, the reason I own GoGo, because as long as I have that last 100 shares, I can fuck with you people for the rest of the time. Because you can't say, oh, this guy's just a basher. No, I own 100 shares, fucker. I still own 100 shares, so I can badmouth this piece of shit fucking motherfucker for the rest of my life until it goes to zero. But where did you think you're gonna be the guy that's gonna be right? When do you decide? So we're talking about FEYE right now, okay? I got a phone call. You gotta be buying this stock here at $90. It's getting upgraded. This is the internet security company of a fucking lifetime. Symantec, suck my balls. I'm getting calls about that stock. Analysts are upgrading it. So what about it now? How about at 50? Do you dollar cost average? How about 40? Did you get involved today at 31? We're talking 27.75. You still think things are going well over there? Is it being manipulated? There's no institutional selling. The insiders are hanging on. The market, if you haven't heard this before, is rigged. Yeah, there's manipulation. But you know what? The way to get around the manipulation... What? What happened? Oh, my P&L just jumped $7,000. Hold on. Must have been a fucking fart in the Matrix. I don't know what that was all about. Just sort of flash go by. Maybe I'm hallucinating because I have bronchitis and I'm drinking coffee, taking steroids and all kinds of shit. But when do you think is a proper time to sell? 20%, 30%, 40%? At 50%, you're thinking, well, I'm not selling it now because I'm getting my ass kicked, right? You need to set limits. If you're an investor, okay, let's look at the three tiers of buying stocks. You're an investor. I believe in the company. I think Chinese small cars, electric cars are the greatest idea ever. I'm buying into this KNDI. I love it. They make electric cars for China. The smog. There's too many people there. They're going to love little electric cars. And the stock goes from 4 to 8 to 12 to 22. They report a great number, and yet the stock crashes down 55%. How do you feel? Where do you sell? Why not sell when it breaks a recent support level? You don't have to think. At $21 when Candy reversed after they reported their number and broke the previous day's high, sayonara. As much as I believed in small cars in China to help all that blah, 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 I could give you 1,000 reasons to own this stock right now. But you know what? Are we investors, swing traders, or just day traders? Because day trading, as much as everybody says it's impossible to do, if you do 2 trades a day and you can make some money and then you go watch Price is Right, you're having the best time of your life. You think I give a shit about what the market's doing right now? I don't own anything. I shorted First Solar this morning, Hertz, and ARIA. Now, I want you to go and see why I did those trades. There's not much thought process involved here. If somebody like me, clinically insane, visually impaired, I got hearing problems, I don't see right, I got voices in my head, things are not completely sane for me. Yet, all I know is that if this happens, this normally happens. If an earnings report comes out and your stock is gapped up and then it starts to go down, not only do you sell it like the Candy, but you go short and you make money. And then you cover it and you leave. You can't take the money away from us. Yeah, First Solar's gone down 3.5 more points. Where the hell is it? Sure, maybe 4 points after I've covered it, but you know what? You can't take that $425 I made away from me. I have it. You can't take it from me unless I press another button. I shorted the Aria at 709. Yeah, covered it at 691 for about $160 profit or whatever it was. You know what? You can't take that money away from me. And sure, it went down 35 more cents afterwards. But then there was Hertz. Company was gapped up. It couldn't break out through that 27, I think it was. We started shorting at 26.50 and covered at 26. You can't take the $400 away from me right there. And you know what's the best thing about those three trades? That's all we did. That's all we did. Because you know what's confusing about this market right now? Heightened volatility. Collapses left and right. Price line getting destroyed. Stocks that were $90 are down at $20. The biotech index, remember ISIS? Everybody had to own this stock. DDD, 3D printing, anyway. But I don't want to be a part of this market on the long side or on the short side. I'd rather just see the market just disappear because it doesn't make any sense. It's never going to make sense. The only thing that makes sense is volume-weighted average price in stocks that are going from green to red and red to green. Just do those trades and you're going to make it. You're going to make it, Willie! You're going to make it. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Look, seriously, if you have watched some of the videos, now, I told everybody and their mother to buy Google when it was down to 420. And I said this stock will eventually be $1,000 within the next couple of years. And yes, it went there. Who cares now about Google, right? It made it to 1,000, split. I haven't watched it since. Apple, when everybody was giving up on it, I said, yeah, you got to get involved. But think about some of the stocks that I was touting as good investments for 2014. Dry ships. Yeah, it was up 100%. It's not anymore. So if you were an investor, you just gave all your money back. How about the GoGo at 13? Sure, it was at 35, but if you didn't sell, now you're back to where you started. Zero return. Condi, imagine you bought that stock at 9. You're still profitable from $9.35, but it was at 22. Diamond Foods, there's the winner. From $18 to $30, that one's still hanging out. But let's look at some of these other monsters. Imagine you're in Splunk, or FEYE, or Solar Fun, or any of these high flyers. Somebody along the line convinced you that this was a good company. An analyst, you read it somewhere. You gotta realize, are you an investor because of the idea? Swing trader just trying to play these short-term moves? Or you day trading, where you get in, you get out, and who cares? Who cares? I think right now, in this environment, and here I am contradicting everything I said probably 6 months ago. Well, I'm just going to buy and hold and take a nap till 2016 and I'm going to retire and all. Every plan has an exit. And you know what sends you for the exits? When the plan starts to get wrong. If you're going into war and you're thinking you're about to fight an army with 3,000 guys, and next thing you know, 75,000 people show up, you're going to say, fuck this, and you're going to retreat. There's got to be an exit strategy for everything. So, to all you BlackBerry owners out there, and this is what got me all enraged, somehow I got convinced that maybe BlackBerry, in all this choppy chaos nonsense, it looked like it was about to make a decent move. You had that little rally off 7, got past 8, and all I was looking for, 8.25, 8.30. If it broke 8.40, this fucker could have went to maybe $10. But then you know what happened? Reality happened. That this is a company, whether you believe it or not, is done for. All right? Now, we're going to look back at this video. I'm saying GoGo goes to $2. Dry Ships goes back to 50 cents. Condi, I still like that stock. I'm not going to badmouth it as much. But GoGo and BlackBerry and a handful of these other things, they're not coming back, kids. They're not coming back. All right? And for all that great talk about First Solar and all the upgrades and all that stuff, where's that stock now? So, all that being said, did I actually say anything? Probably not. One of you guys is going to go back to this video. Yeah, you fucker! You told me to sell that go-go at $12.50 and now it's at $15. What am I going to do, you ass? Look, it could go back to 15. But you know what? Your best bet is to sell, ask questions later. Sell, and if it starts to move back up, dude, if it breaks $13.85, chances are we'll be buying it that day. But until that day comes, this fucker's going to zero. They're bleeding to death. Why be a part of it? Go to cash and act on what the day shows you. Because what that does, as I want to wrap this video up, because I know 15 minutes can get a little stretched with your queer-looking cup. Oh, yeah, I sniff all-purpose protector from Timberland. I don't know. Don't knock it till you try it. What was I saying? Oh, investing, swing trading, and day trading. Day trading is good because if you lose, you lose. You win, you win. At the end of the day, you're in cash and you're done. They can't take it away from me. You can't take my money away. Sure as hell I could have made a lot more money today if I would have bought some Aria puts and some First Solar puts. Yeah, it's a tough racket. But everything's going to move after you get out. That's the name of the game. But what I want you to know is that right now, on whatever, May 6th, 7th, whatever today is, when I look at some of these stocks, I don't see any reason. Now, I'm sure people were saying this about Facebook, but then what happened? Facebook gave us a reason to believe, and the shorts had to cover. And then they gave us a reason to have hope. And then they had blowout earnings and momentum. And most importantly, the stock broke 33, and then it broke 40, and then it was off to the races. There'll be a time and a place for everything. But what I suggest right now, and here it is, here's the quote of the day. You want to be in cash. You want to stay away from the market. You don't believe in long-term investing right now. Contrary to everything I said over the last 3 or 4 years. Because you know what? Over the last 3 or 4 years, buy and hold and go to sleep were working. Now they're not. Now you need to punish these stocks along with everybody else. Let's have some fun. Instead of wallowing, oh, my stock, I can't believe it's still going down. Fuck it. Sell it and short it. Go with the flow. You know how much fun I'm having? Shorting go-go, selling calls against it, this piece of shit. God, I wish I had done more. I was selling $25 calls for $2.50. Really? You can't even get a nickel for these things anymore. All right, if you're still out there and you're thinking about trading for a living, dude, I've made it. I've got the holy grail. Don't ever invest. Don't ever hold down on your overnights. Wait for the market to show you something and do 2 trades a day, 3 trades tops. And if you want to know what those 3 trades will be tomorrow, you got to come to the website. Woo! Now, maybe this time I'll put the caption in there on the bottom so you guys can find me. I'll let you in for free because, listen, you stop in one day, I'm talking about the Nets game or shorting the Yankees.
I thought this was supposed to be about stocks, where I came here, this guy talks all this shit.
I'll give you a month. Come in today, I'll give it to the end of May. Because you need to hang out for more than 2 days. You got to come and hang out every week to see what the benefits are. When I have guests on, when I have these amazing calls, when I've got these short covering rally calls that I love, or stocks that are about to break down. And I teach as I'm trading why I like these ideas. And all this can be yours for $1,000. I got to throw that in there. Remember, $1,000, you get me till January 2016. I'm going to be giving you spoon feeding. We made $3,800 yesterday just screwing around. That pretty much paid for everybody's subscription right there and was on very minimal risk trades. That's the greatest thing. Minimal risk, medium reward. That's how you survive. That's the Chicago way, and that's how you get Capone.